Hello, Nuggets. It's your favorite TT from Divine Me 1111 Spiritual Guidance, and I hope you're doing well. Hope you're getting ready for the weekend and you're going to enjoy yourself. We are going to get into the general energies for today. Guys, thank you all so much for your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes, your views. They are all appreciated. They help the channel, help the message to get out to more people, and yes, it does make your TT feel good, so please continue to do so. If you need to book a personal, the information is provided along with links to my other platforms for additional content and other services I provide. You can also book your personal messages at my store where you can check out the jewelry. The link is divineme1111earthsteelstone.bigcartel.com. All right. At this time, it is Virgo season, so Virgos are the only ones that I am accepting the $10 30-minute messages for. All others, please book the at the other price point, $55.55 for your messages, okay? All right. We've got quite a few channel songs here, so let's go ahead and get into them, y'all. Let's get into them. All right, we have I've Been Loving You by Otis Redding, Crazy in Love by Beyonce, Been So Long by Anita Baker, Send It On by D'Angelo, Already Alright by Yolanda Adams, and Somebody for Me by Heavy D and the Boyz. And if you've heard this song, Somebody for Me, I'll Be Sure is singing the vocals, and that's the part I'm hearing. I'm not so much hearing a lot of the rap part of it, but I am hearing I'll Be Sure sing I Want Somebody to Love Me for Me. So, all right, Nuggets, take that as it applies. Of course, absolutely 100% go listen to those songs. I give those songs specifically to you so that you can go check those out. I love sharing music for one, and two, there could be messages in the song specifically for you. So by all means, go check those out, okay? All right, so of course, there's a lot of love message, loving energy here, longing for love, reciprocated love, of course. And this feels like distance. It feels like distance. It feels like a relationship or a connection. I won't say a relationship. I'll say a connection, because this could, pertain to any sort of relationship. Okay. So we'll say connection. This is pertaining to, or feels like a connection that has been, there's distance, and the distance is not necessarily a physical distance. This is more of a feeling, an emotional distance between you and someone else, or this could be, you feeling distant within yourself and connecting with you and how you feel about yourself. So I know there's a lot of songs with a very, short and condensed message, but that's exactly what I'm getting. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some TT Music Oracle messages. All right. Take the messages as they apply, Nuggets, and if you don't resonate with it, then we can get you a personal going and go from there, okay? All right, we've got 3. Let's go ahead and do it. X Factor by Lauryn Hill. Okay, so doesn't have to, but it can. It could be an X. Here we go. Maybe, y'all, maybe. Baby Come Back by Player. All the Man I Need by Whitney Houston. Under the deck we have Signs of Love Making by Tyrese. Alright, so of course we've been talking about this every day because it's really been, it's been happening, been going on, been doing stuff. And that's pre-shadow Mercury retrograde. Okay, pre-shadow Mercury retrograde, it still has the effects of full-on retrograde, so it could be starting for you already. I know that I've had to check and recheck and redo some things when it comes to electronics and dealing with things of that nature. It's been one thing after another, and having to read, reread, and then reread communications that I've been getting. So those things, and having people come back into the coming back into the energy after having been gone for a while, wanting to come back, wanting to communicate and reestablish connections for some, just all of that Mercury stuff. So, hell, why not? There it is. We see it. X Factor. Baby Come Back. All the Man I Need. Okay. And let's see. We have Signs of Love Making by Tyrese, and it has fallen over, and what I see underneath, and there's another card under it, but it's not showing, so I won't look at it. But the card that is showing from it falling over is Emotional Roller Coaster by Vivian Green. So whatever this, this past energy was that you have, that you're no longer in contact with or have been out of contact with for a while, it was, it was very emotional, very tumultuous, the back and forth, up and down, roller coaster kind of thing, highs and lows. Who doesn't have that? Everybody does. And you have possibly been getting signs, synchronicities, thoughts, songs, ideas of someone or something wanting to, resurrect itself and come back into your energy. For some of you, this was an ex. For others of you, this, it could have been a player. Someone with, the tendencies to be not so high frequency. It wasn't a, great energy. It was you, someone else, or you and something else. The third party or extra being, person, thing doesn't necessarily have to be sexual relationship in nature. This could be family getting in the way. This could be someone else's opinion about you and this person getting in the way. I am now hearing Miss Jill Scott, getting in the way of what I'm feeling. It's getting in the way of what I'm feeling. Yeah, well, those things happen. But the thing is are you going to listen to someone else? Are you going to allow, and this could be it could be a job, it could be distance, it could be past experiences, overthinking, What else? It could be anything, any number of things that are in between you and what your heart desires. Okay? Oh, way too early in the morning for that. Um, However, you know, when you get in the place and space of knowing what it is that you want, what you desire, what you need, you go after what you want. So there is that. Okay? That is what I am getting from there. So for some of you, this is a player changing their ways, a reformed player, and coming back into your energy because of the feelings and emotions that were very, very strong, and they've grown, they've learned through this, this time out and this absence. And it doesn't necessarily have to be, male. This could be male or female, but someone coming back and wanting to reestablish a connection because they now see your worth, your value, your the love that they have for you. Okay, and take it as it applies. Let's go ahead and keep going. Very interesting energy this morning, y'all. All right, so we're not playing today. All right, we have card number 5, obstacles and challenges. This is the 5 of Wands. And card number 5, throat chakra. So somebody's having issues with communication. This could be, going back and forth within themselves with communicating, or this could also be, some sort of communication causing obstacles, delays. This could be an argument that has, delayed or stopped some communication. However, today this communication is not going to be an obstacle. It may cause some rifts, not even between you and the person. This could be them having anxiety or fighting themselves with this communication and coming towards you. Let's see. Under the deck, we have card number 8, trapped in fear. This is the 8 of Swords. Somebody is getting over the fear, the self-imposed prison of their thoughts and thinking when it comes to communicating. Somebody doesn't want to start an argument. They're fearing, you or what have you, blocking them from speaking their mind, feelings, communicating. Or this could be you coming out of that self-imposed prison of overthinking and overcoming the obstacle of communicating. And for some, it's sending a text message, an email, actually communicating, verbal communication. I'm also getting, with this being the 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is action, and it's also spiritual energy. So some are doing their very best to use quote unquote signs and synchronicities to overcome the obstacle of communication. Trying to communicate telepathically and doing so very, Some people are trying to communicate telepathically and cause obstacles, delays, and challenges. So just be mindful. Be very, very mindful. Protect yourself. Do your protection rituals. I have black obsidian and amethyst jewelry for sale for protection and clear communication. Okay, clarity, protecting your energy. So by all means, check those things out. Okay, nuggets. All right. Okay. Let's see. We have 3 here. We have 6 of fire. That is 6 of wands. Card number 16, the tower. And 9 of fire, the 9 of wands. So we go from the 5 of wands to the 6 of wands. You're getting past, getting through, and getting over it with victory, success, triumph, getting past the obstacles, speaking your truth, and then in doing so, you are victorious. For some, this victory is going to be, so very surprising. It's going to tear down some previous hardships, whatever the faulty foundation was. Because anytime the tower comes in, it's because whatever was established on bullshit. So maybe this victory is short-lived because it is established on bullshit, and you or this person is now, hey, you had to fight hard. You had to fight hard, and being that I'm hearing "Hold On, Old Soldier." I'm gonna figure out who wrote that, but it's an old gospel song. You had to fight, press, push, endure past these so-called obstacles. Okay, these challenges. You had to push. You had to, go forward in spite of those around you to get what it is that you want. Under the deck, we have the 5 of fire under the deck. Yeah. Okay. So it's still, for some, there's still a fight. There's still a wrestling within. There is still this conflict of things that needed to be gotten through, things that needed to be pressed forward past. Okay, there's still some fuckery and foolishness, but we have 5s here, and 5s represent change. So some things are going to be changing here. All right. I am hearing Through the Fire by Shaka Khan. So through the fire there will be purification. Through the fire you learn who you are. You learn your power. You learn your strength. You learn how to overcome obstacles. Okay? We have Hold Your Vision, Fixed Moon, and a new start is coming, new moon. Hold fast to what it is that you do want, nuggets. Hold fast to what you want. Allow yourself to be bold and say, if it starts an argument, it starts an argument. If it starts a fight, it starts a fight. But I am going to speak my truth, be authentic, use my voice. For some of you, what you say, you know, causes the fight and the argument. And it doesn't necessarily have to be specifically you and another person. This could be whatever it is that you speak, that you say, that you communicate, you know, causes somebody to take pause, and it causes causes a rift between them and themselves, their heart and spirit man, and their ego. Take it as it applies. Under the deck, your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. Okay, so I believe we had this come through in the Leo message on Wednesday. And it's not necessarily about what you say. It's how you say what you say. Okay? It's how you deliver what needs to be said. You should never be afraid to speak to someone that you love. You should never be afraid to communicate, especially with this these 5 of fire and 5 of wands energy here. You should never be afraid to speak to someone, to correct them about their disrespect. Especially when it comes to someone that says that they love you. So be mindful of that. All right. Okay. This card's been coming out quite. Oh, there's another one under it. All right, let's say this one first. We have card number 10, Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide. And card number 26, Flamingo Spirit. Embrace the in-between. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing right now, take the breath, take the pause. For some of you, this communication, whatever it is, get as much information as you need right in the moment, okay? Or after this communication comes in, gather as much information as you need. Take the pause before you take action, okay? Under the deck, we have card number 23, Eagle Spirit. Spirit has your back. In understanding that, you know, all of the thoughts, thinking, overthinking, rethinking, nervousness of being in whatever thoughts of fear this is, you've realized that no matter what happens, God's got you. And that's the place and space to be in. That is where grace resides. Now I'm here. Oh my gosh. Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Okay, I'm done with that. I'm not fooling with y'all today. Let's go ahead and get this message and close it out. But the no longer being in conflict with yourself, no longer in the place and space of needing to know why something happened, why the conflict, why something or someone or a group. Take it as it applies, because with this 5 of wands here, this is not just a specific person. This is a group that you are standing up against. For some of you, this is a workplace and space that's trying to, you know, drain you of your sovereignty, and you're standing up against it. Okay? We have portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards Wild card. Doing what you have to do, Nuggets, will open a new door. This could be speaking the communication that I'm done. I'm out. I'm over it. And in doing so, it tears a whole lot of false narratives down. Those false narratives being torn down, some truth comes out, and it's not it's not what the established group want to hear. So they're gonna come for you. I'm getting the energy of, and I know you've seen it, where no, I'm not gonna bring that here. I'm not gonna bring it here, but it's happening on a global scale, and we all know and have seen it, where you speak and say something, and the government wants to, hey, come on in here and talk to us, and let's see what we can do about how you see something. And the communication comes in, and you have the communication, but it's still not settling the argument. I'll leave it at that. Under the deck, we have Breath of the Cosmos, My Will to Thy Will, Micromanaging the Universe. Being in your head about anything, and, especially when you've prayed about it, is, it's you trying to control what God is saying. Okay, I see you've asked me to help, but you want to worry about it. So you're releasing that energy of worry and saying what needs to be said, even if it is, going against the grain, and doing so from a pure heart, a pure level of communication. And, it is what it is. Whatever happens on the other side of this communication, you're ready for it. It's that place and space of, I am prepared to deal with the consequences of my words and actions. So I'm going to say what it is that I need to say. There we go. It's John Mayer, say what you need to say. Whatever communication that needs to be had is had, and you're prepared to move on, but you're going to hold your vision, because you know that, new doors open up. All right. So I'm going to leave it there, Nuggets. That was some pretty interesting energy. I am going to leave it there. The energies and signs that you could possibly be dealing with at this time. I am seeing Scorpio, Aries, Virgo, and Capricorn. Leo as well. All right, Nuggets, I love you. I love you from my soul, and I send you all blessings and light. Take care.